Hello and welcome back to Come Geek Some. If you are new to the channel, please like and subscribe for all future content. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the document from the 8th of November hearing where Judge Chupp, he questions basically everything J. Sean Lemonhead is saying. It's actually a really good little document as well. So what I'm going to be doing, the actual pages have been lifted and that document is online full. I will leave a link below to these documents, but I'm just going to read out a key few. So this is actually coming from Kiwi Farms, and it's like, it is really funny. So someone posted, the twonk edited so much you can't search for words on it, and that exceptional watermark, haha. He's talking about Greg Doucet and that he's actually put the Threadnought copyright watermark all the way through the pages, and he's even edited some of the words so you can't search for them, which is a little bit surprising, mostly because now, why has he edited those words out? What do they entail? So the ones we're going to look at, there's one by here first. So the court says, so I haven't completely ruled out the motion to dismiss because it's not final. Straight away, that's key to everything that's been going on, because you've got Shane and all these, they keep going on, we won, we lost. Well, if it's still going in the courts, it's not over yet, dip. So, you're going to carry on. Mr. Lemoine, I agree with that, Judge. So I don't think that you get to just start doing. Can they start doing a bunch of discovery now then? Well, they could, but what would they serve a discovery for? Their claims are all dismissed. So straight away, he's trying to say, no, they can't, but I can. Why can't they? See, now, with this, J. Sean is getting a little bit scared of the appeals. I think because he wants to get Slatosh, and he also wants to question Ty on the stand. Why? This is what's going to come out of all this, and it's going to be really, really fun to see what happens. So, they carried on. I think you probably need to have the complete ruling before Mr. Lemoine, he interrupts Judge Chupp. He interrupts him. And Judge, obviously I do not believe that based on my research of the case law, and Judge said, do you have a case that actually says that during the pendency of the sanctions hearing that you can serve discovery? And Lemonhead goes, no, the court. And he goes, hold on. You said you did a review of case law. So straight away, we've got Lemonhead lying completely. He hasn't done a case law. He hasn't looked into it. And he's now saying, well, I can do this, but they can't. And because Judge Chupp has now brought it up to him, he's like, which is brilliant. Because this guy now, he's nervous. He's scared. And I love that. The court. I mean, it seems like you are not really confident of what the appellate court is going to do. Mr. Lemonhead, I am confident of what the appellate court is going to do regarding the dismissal. And Judge Chupp has gone, yes. And it's amazing because with all of this now, this just paints Lemon in a bigger picture because of what he is. And because of what he's been doing. And because you can now see this happening, people on their side, you can see why that Greg Doucet has been trying to edit out a few of the words, because it's almost like he's now thinking, oh my God, what's going on? Oh, it's going to go, the appeal's going to win. So we're going to carry on. If the Court of Appeals is going to do the analysis, the very first thing under Chapter 10 is whether or not the motion was frivolous. The fact that we won doesn't automatically mean the motion was frivolous, or that their lawsuit was frivolous. It means they didn't meet their evidentiary burdens. Judge Chupp carries on. I didn't look at it, but how much are you asking for? Mr. Lemon, I believe we are asking for $259,000. Judge, and you want sanctions on top of that? Yes. Okay, I mean, that seems like a lot of money. It is. I mean, that seems like that might deter somebody. And the best thing with that is now, Judge Chupp is basically saying, you're asking for too much money for what this case is. That is brilliant, because they were so confident about all of this happening and that they were going to get every single penny they wanted out of him. It's not going to happen. And I think that is brilliant, because we saw I made a video on it yesterday or the day before, and Chupp is charging for things that never happened. He's asking for $316 for drafting a subpoena letter that Nick never received. Surely if someone done that, I would be like, no, you haven't sent it. so I'm not paying for it. Why should I pay for something that hasn't been sent? That sort of dynamic. And it's really interesting because you do have people, and I'm going to just reply to them on the video instead of via the actual video itself. People were saying to me as well, a few people said, I may have to switch some words around in that video because it could be classed as defamatory. I can see where you're coming from 100%, but I'm not giving a false fact. And we're going to carry on with a few things that he actually did say. Judge Chupp carried on. I understand the necessity of having him testify, but I don't think it's necessary for this hearing. I think it will be necessary in the future hearings. So even Judge Chupp knows, like we've been saying, it's going to carry on for a while. You've got people like Underdog BT and everything else. They're saying, oh, it's going to be over soon. That's it. We're not going to talk about it anymore. We've all said it. It's going to go on for a while. This is what happens with these kind of court cases. They don't just up and leave. You got Shane going to an Australian guy saying, oh, what do you know about US law? We won, he lost. Hasn't happened. It's still going on. So we're going to carry on. If there's any to obviously get him to testify, but I mean, we're just talking about sanctions and attorney's fees, but you already have your attorney's fees. So he's already been paid. So he's already got them. So that's, to me, that sounds like Monica and Ron and all them, they've paid the attorney's fees. I think the sanctions you can probably base it on the pleading pretty easily. Mr. Lemon? Okay, Judge, we have subpoenaed, we issued trial subpoenas from Mr. M and Mr. Beard to testify. Yeah, why do you want Mr. Beard to testify? That's kind of weird. How good is that? You see, the way that we're acting now towards this is how they've been acting throughout the entire thing. And they're going to us, you lost, we won, ha ha. But now this is coming through, you could see more than a backpedal. They're just literally trying to get everything out there, and it's not going to work. Yeah, I don't want to have an attorney testify. I mean, I just think I don't know for you how you get around attorney-client privilege. What I will be doing, I will be leaving a link below to the actual documents and for all the other pages so you can have a look at. I thought I'd just bring a few out there which are quite funny and the ones which I think you people would like to hear. So if you are new to the channel, please like and subscribe, hit that notification bell for future updates, and I'll see all you lovely people soon.